call this meeting to order. Mr. Farley had an update on a prayer request for us this morning.
If you don't mind, now, all of you, we have an awesome transportation system, and one of the main cogs in that transportation system is Riley Sparks, that runs our garage. He is the one that oversees all the maintenance and everything. Riley had a very serious heart attack yesterday. He is in a very serious condition, and I'm telling you, he's struggling for his life. So, family has asked for prayers, and I think that whoever leads our prayer this morning, we just love for you to remember Riley in your thoughts. He's early 50s, and he's a fighter. We hope he pulls through, but he's got a rough road ahead of him. So,
All right, any other prayer requests before we open in prayer? Seeing none, Tony David, you open some prayer?
Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for here today. Take our troubles and trials and thee, Lord, you have to take care of them. Help this man, Riley, Lord, that you've been with this struggle of life, that you've been living the days of years of life, that she did Hezekiah years ago, Lord, you had nothing to do with it, 10 years. We ask you, Lord, help us in the decisions that are made here today, Lord, and always look for your leadership and your guidance and your direction. Thank you for all the blessings of life you bestow upon us, Lord, life itself, all life eternal, which you give us, and hope, Lord, when this life is over, Father. Help us every decision we make, Lord, we thank you, ask for your wisdom and your strength, Father. Be with the sick, most of all, be with those that are lost today. I pray, return their hearts unto you, trust you, and save their souls. For in the sweet name of Jesus, we ask and beg it all. Amen.
Don't get the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Pretty awesome. If we celebrate 250 years, we still pray and say the pledge for me. I'm tickled to death. Right. We don't never need to quit that. That's good thing. So, all right, roll call, please, Mr. Gary.
Greg Mitchell. Stan Hollingsworth.
Here.
Dale Reagan.
Here.
Luke Collins. Alec Foster.
Here.
R.J. Crawford. Matt Adcock. Josh Miller.
Here.
Jimmy Johnson.
Here.
Harvey Stowers. Jim Morgan.
Here.
Lloyd Williams. Steve Jones.
Here.
Tony Day.
Here.
Stephen Barlow. Lori Burnett. Stephen Bilbrey.
Here.
Sam Gibson.
Here.
Randy Porter. Danny Holmes.
Here.
Jeff Mason.
Here.
John Potts.
Here.
David Sullivan.
Here.
Lisa Farmer. Terry Bell.
Here.
Rob Chastain. Denny Robinson.
Here.
Jerry Lowry. Alejandro Cisneros Conahan. Representative Cameron Sexton and Senator Paul.
All right, we do have a quorum. Next item is public comments. Sure, do we have anybody signed up for public comment this morning? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to participate in public comment before we move on? All right, seeing none, we will move on to item number 4. You have the consent agenda before you. I will take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Motion Stephen Barlow, second.
Second.
Second, Josh Miller, have a motion and a second for the approval of the consent agenda. Any questions, discussions, or corrections? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A consent agenda is approved. We will move on to item number 5, is our financial report, Ms. Ginger.
The financial report that you have in front of you today is through April 30th of 2026. We had a little over $7.8 million in revenues, total expenses of a little over $8.3 million. And so we had matching revenues of $745,000 and non-grant related expenditures of $70,089. And so we had $675,000 of revenue over our expenses, and our match requirements are $483,000. So we ended up through the month of April with an excess revenue of $191,000 for the development district. Anybody have any questions? I'm kind of short, so I kind of have to keep
Make a motion to approve the report. So moved.
Motion and second to approve the report. Any questions or discussions? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You so.
Oh,
in the paper.
I think that bad. I guess I could look. All right, number 6 is our SPD's Rising Star Awards. Ms. Kelly's got something for us?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kelly Sullivan. I'm the director of the Small Business Development Center. And today we get to experience a full circle moment. So as many of you know, the Small Business Development Center gets to work with small businesses in the Upper Cumberland region from the idea phase to the funding phase to the growth phase, expansion, and even to the I'm ready to get out phase, right? We do it all. One of the most rewarding parts of the work that we do is being able to see the process go through the full gamut, from the idea and to the fruition of opening a business. So in 2024, Small Business Development Center and our revolving loan fund, CAIC, at that time, Mindy Trammell, who has joined us today, brought the loan before you to open Smithville Tire in Alignment. We partnered with Tennessee Rural Development Fund, and graciously you all approved that loan. I don't get to say this often, but this is a brand new business that in their first year grossed over $1 million in revenue. So I think that deserves a round of applause. Small Business Development Center, something that we choose every year is a Rising Star Award. And so what this represents is a business that's demonstrated exceptional growth, leadership, and potential while making a meaningful contribution to its community. So when we were looking through this, it was a no-brainer that it was going to be Matthew Lawrence with Smithville Tire in Alignment. Through this, he has shown his dedication, his vision, his strong work ethic, and through his leadership, Smithville Tire in Alignment has continued to grow while providing dependable service and building trust with customers throughout the region. And I can speak to the work that he does. He's worked on my truck. Yes, sir. Running a successful business, many of you know this, takes a lot of long hours. It takes perseverance and a willingness to face challenges. One of those being employment issues, right? Haven't we all seen that? And after talking to him today, I think we've overcome some of that. Matthew has embraced those challenges and turned them into opportunities for growth. His commitment to quality service and to the community he serves makes him a perfect example of the entrepreneurial spirit we are proud to support. So Matthew and Callie, on behalf of the Tennessee Small Business Development Center and the Upper Cumberland Development District and Tennessee Tech, Dean Payne's here today representing them. It's an honor for us to present to you the Rising Star Award.
First off, just thank you for approving the loan a couple of years ago. And I'm truly honored to be receiving the Rising Star Award. I would sincerely like to thank UCDD. I truly couldn't have got this business off the ground without you guys with the financing and all the help throughout. So for those of you that don't know, Smithville Tire and Alignment is a full-service automotive repair shop. One simple goal in mind: honest, dependable service and to treat our customers like family. This business couldn't run every day without the great employees that we have acquired along the way who have all bought in and are fully committed to providing excellent customer service that we demand. It started with just my brother and myself with an idea, and we've grown in a short 15 months. We have 7 full-time employees and continually growing. I want to say thank you to Kelly for everything. I mean, literally from the first meeting to now being a customer and everything in between. Every silly question, text message, all that stuff, she's always been there. I want to thank Mindy for the financing and all of those questions that I was so ignorant on the financing part of it. She led me from start to finish and helped bridge the gap in anything we needed. Most importantly, my beautiful wife. Behind every small business, there's a family making sacrifices. She's raising our 2 beautiful small children. She helps out around the shop in any way she can, from running errands or anything that we might ask. Picking my clothes out for today. All the things that the wives do for us that, you know, the little things that go unnoticed sometimes that they don't get credit for. So I just want to say thank you for that, honey. And just thank you again, you guys. We're excited to see what the future holds for Smithville Tire and Alignment.
If you can, yeah, if you can come around this.
Good job.
Does this mean if we bring a vehicle down there, if we bring a car with us, we're with the development district?
You get free coffee. You get free coffee, yeah.
Thank you.
I want to also introduce Dean Payne, Chair of the College of Business at Tennessee Tech. We could not run the Small Business Development Center or any of the programs we have without the vital partnership we have with Tennessee Tech. Certainly the internship program, which has been an awesome addition to our region. That is all dependent on having Tennessee Tech as a valued partner, and we certainly appreciate that and wanted to show our appreciation as well. So,
Thank you so much, Mark.
All right, next item on the list is the action items. You have a couple of performance evaluations for Director Party and Finance Director, Mr. Jimmy Stout, and then a strategic plan. We can vote on those separately, or we can combine and approve.
Motion combine and approve.
All right, a motion to combine and approve. Second, Alan Foster, have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussions on any of these? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Done. Next is our executive report. I will turn it over to the director.
well, I was going to talk, if you go back to that previous, I was going to say just a few words about strategic, but that's all right, y'all got ahead, and that's perfectly fine right there. I do want to just say, you know, we have gone through the process for the last probably 6 months or so as an agency, as combined agencies, working on our strategic plan, and we included a document in there for you to go through and look at. I'm not going to take you through that by any means, but I do want to just highlight, of course, our vision statement, our mission statement. Our vision is a region abundant in resources, fostering a productive and vibrant life for the people of Upper Cumberland. And of course, our mission is to help the citizens of this region cultivate self-sufficiency and true wealth through innovation, collaboration, and leadership. And I truly believe the employees of these two agencies live that each and every day. We have 7 pillars, and I want to lay the groundwork, and I'm not going to go through these in detail, but I do want to touch on those. We have 7 pillars that are sort of those binding principles that as agencies we hold dear. And the first one is seamless connectivity, and that deals with transportation. And we're not talking about just our public transportation system, but our RPO system, everything. We believe the citizens of the Upper Cumberland must be able to freely flow from community to community for them to be successful. We need dignified and accessible housing. Of course, we fill a role in that through our housing department of making sure that seniors have safe housing to live in, people with disabilities, and targeted demographic groups. But, you know, all day long, we're espousing good, safe, affordable housing throughout our region. Economic mobility. We believe that there needs to be a strong safety net for our region, and through our programs like Empower, those are things that we're doing each and every day to try and make sure those who are going through difficult times have the support system that they need. Intentional economic growth. I think the Upper Cumberland is doing really well right now. From an economic development standpoint, we've got a great number of small business, like the one we just illustrated here. We've got some great corporate partnerships, and I'm going to tell you, all across our region, our team is working with the larger regional team that's in place that we know and trust in each and every day. But all these right through here, you know, we've got to have these core principles in place for us to be successful. So our document that we have presented to you today, the strategic plan, is based on those 7 principles. I encourage you to go through and look at those, and if you've got any suggestions for improvement, we'd be glad to hear those. But since you've already approved it, I'm going to just move on into my executive director report. Trust that y'all are good.
We like to get stuff done, so if you want to talk about it, you're going to put that before.
That's all right. That's okay. We'll talk after voted on. As long as I don't talk it out, it's been voted against, so.
That's right.
Sometimes
We can always bring it back up.
And I don't want to spend a lot of time, don't have a lot of updates. We do have our dashboard I want to share. Just keep you on track of some numbers that we have done for this last quarter or last month, depending on the department. One we want to highlight for our aging department, we've assisted 4,104 individuals with the Medicare Part D. And I'm going to tell you, you look and you go, well, we got 80,000 people roughly in the Upper Cumberland. That's not a large number, but that's your senior population that are on Medicare Part D, and that's a big outreach for us. And it's not just our employees, we have great volunteers that assist in this, and we work very hard to get as high a number as we can. I'm gonna tell you, we save a lot of people money on their drug plans by going through this process. I know in the past, we've had some that saved close to $1 million a year through going through our program there. So it's tremendous, depending on the situation, your drug situation. Our Housing and Family Services Department that runs our housing program, we currently have 257 children who are currently enrolled in our relative caregiver program. That number is growing, and that's basically, doesn't have to be grandparents raising grandkids, but the majority are grandparents raising grandkids. And I'm gonna tell you, we've got more in that program now than we ever have, sitting at 257. That's one of those programs, it's growing each and every day. So that's a need that we're seeing continue to develop as time goes on. Our Small Business Development Center, Kelly and her team right there, was able to do economic capital infusion for the Small Business Development Center of $3.62 million. And that was, is that the last 6 months or last 6 months there? And then Tommy Lee is not here. Tommy, can y'all believe Tommy Lee picked vacation over the board meeting? I hope y'all make sure he hears about that. But he's on a great trip. He's doing a father-daughter trip, and happy for him. But Marcy and the whole team there, I know several of them in the room, just in the last quarter, they've submitted 22 grants on your behalf, totaling $13.8 million. So we're very excited about that and happy to bring those numbers to you. So, Mr. Chairman, that's my report.
All right. So we approved everything before that, so we don't need to approve on that. All right, number 9 is the recognition of our outgoing board members. So, Mr. Farley and his team decided that this month would be when we would recognize all of our board members that won't be back for the fall. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We got some resolutions we're going to read, and then give you a gift is for your service being on the board. I think all of you that have been here for my 8 years, and with the work you've done, the leadership you've shown, the wisdom that you've passed down and guidance to me has been tremendous. It does this job. If you come into it and think you know everything, you're going to get handed quick, because you don't know nothing. And I've saved this for the next group that comes in, God help them. But we face a different world than what we faced 8 years ago. But I hope they understand that they don't know everything, they can't fix everybody's problems, and to just lean on. I don't know if you should lean on Aunt Allen, but Bill Green Potts, some of those guys. But I don't know if Aunt Allen's probably the guy that you want. But I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, and the Development District and HRA does as well for the work and the time you've served. It's truly been a pleasure and honor to get to know you guys and become friends and get served with you and what we've done. And I think I speak for everybody at the Development District, everybody at the HRA. We're more than grateful. All right. What we'll do is I'll read this proclamation, and then we will bring you up individually and give you your proclamation, snap a picture for that. So I'm going to read this one. Jimmy Johnson, you just have to be the first one up there. Oh boy. Now, still, all y'all can still come back for our board meetings and and hang out, come see us. We're glad to have you. So, June 17th of 2026, this resolution recognizing the dedicated service of Jimmy Johnson. Whereas the Upper Cumberland Development District and the Upper Cumberland Human Resource Agency exist to sustain and improve the quality of life for the citizens of our 14-county region. And whereas the success of these agencies relies heavily on the vision, leadership, and unwavering commitment of our executive board members. And whereas Jimmy Johnson and all of you have served with distinction as a member of this executive board, bringing invaluable insight, leadership, and a deep spirit of collaboration to our regional initiatives. And whereas during this tenure, Jimmy Johnson and all of you has been a fierce advocate not only for your community of Fentress County and all the others, but for the collective growth, economic development, and human services across the entire Upper Cumberland region. And whereas the dedication extends beyond our regional borders, contributing significantly to the strength, progress, and prosperity of the great state of Tennessee, and whereas Jimmy Johnson and you all is concluding his service on the executive board, leaving behind a legacy of integrity, public service, and meaningful progress. Now therefore be resolved by the executive board of the Upper Cumberland Development District and the Upper Cumberland Human Resource Agency that we express our deepest gratitude and highest commendation to Jimmy Johnson and all of you. And be it further resolved that we honor this outstanding commitment to our agency, the community, and the state of Tennessee, and wish you all the absolute best in your future endeavors. This resolution passed and adopted this 17th day of June 2026.
You think you want to? Sure.
Of course, 8 years, who all knew each other here 8 years ago? Just one big group of, sorry. One big family. Well, look at it. I never made a call. Sorry, Sherry. Never made a call here that didn't get an answer. Never. People we didn't know. I never, well, except for the folk from home, Holly and such. Mr. Boyd, I never met you. Sam, I've known Sam a long time. But 8 years ago, just took me in. Appreciate it. And it's just how it is. We appreciate y'all very much. We really do. Thank you.
My neighbor, Steve Jones. Would you like to say something?
I'm like Jimmy, this has been a family, and I appreciate everything, and all of the workers that have always here at this organization, dealing with, I've been here about 12 years, and a lot of changes in 12 years have taken place, but Ginger, somebody else is gonna have to approve your reports. But y'all do a great job here, everybody does. I can remember the day that when I came into office, I think Myra and different groups, Vicky and everybody comes in, and so the new mayor's coming on, they've got a lot to learn. You may think you know it, but you definitely don't. It takes that first term in office to figure out what's going on and who's who. Sherry, you've been great. Appreciate you. Mark, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Neighbor, appreciate you. See you in the future.
See you in the future.
Thank you.
Next is, White County Mayor, Mr. Jenny Lane Robinson. All stories can be told with DW, some can be told, some don't need to be told. That's right. A bear whisperer. Yeah, if you have a bear problem, call DW.
Thank you. Appreciate everybody. This is a family. And, appreciate Sheila. Keeps me dressed. Learned a lot. Wish the next group the best of luck. Thank you.
Next is Van Buren County, Mr. David Sullivan.
Well, and again, as each person said here, thank you all for all your help, because it took the whole team to pull everything together. So thank you all for watching.
Overton County, Mr. Stephen Barlow.
We had a lot of fun. Tommy ain't here, so we'll pick on him just a little bit. I like to sing, and we'd go to some of these places. We only got to sing together once. And then I guess it showed him out because we never sung it.
That's right.
One time, but no, we did have a lot of fun together. But there's I went through some health problems this year, and every one of y'all stuck behind me, called and asked, what can I do? What do you need? Prayers going your way, and I appreciate that every bit. Right at Christmas, I was able to get off my cane, so I appreciate all the prayers. I still got some stuff going on. Just keep remembering me in prayers. I want to thank Megan. Megan's worked with me a lot. Megan Show back here, and you baby after me, I'm just saying. I named it all good. But no, Lori, she's our new city mayor, and her and I have come together, and for the first time, Overton County has worked together, county and city as a team. Really appreciate that. Want to keep continuing that going on. Great relationship there. I mean, every one of my neighboring counties, Stephen Bouverie, Jimmy Johnson, and Jim's worked for me twice. Now he's running the county, so I like to say, had a little something to do with that. No, I just get a lot of memories. Just had a memory of Randy come up today, and Randy was my lean-to when I first started. He gave me his number, said call me first day in office. I want to hear how it goes, and y'all big role models. I'm the youngest one in the group, and I think I was the youngest one in the state. And just want to thank you guys for taking me on and teaching me what I needed to be doing and holding on, especially when my health started going downhill. So thank you guys very much.
Miller. Josh, man, Beach.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate everything y'all done for Smithville. As a matter of fact, I was on the phone with someone, on the way over, just talking about all our infrastructure projects and, just y'all been great. Marcy, thank y'all, everything. Tommy's been great. So again, I don't think, in the last 8 years, I don't think the UCDD and the city of Smithville has ever had any issues. So, hopefully there'll be another good mayor come on. Just pray that good things continue to follow. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And we do have 3 more that we're going to be handing out at a later time that couldn't be here today. Jimmy, you may get me going right here. We have a special one today. Presented in honor of Sherry Thurman. Sherry has been working 37 years. And June 30th is going to be her last day. She's going to the house. And I can't believe she can live without us. But she says she's going to make do. We're wishing her the best of luck. And we do have a resolution for her as well. So, recognizing the dedicated service of Sherry Thurman, whereas it is fitting to recognize those individuals whose commitment and dedication have strengthened our organizations and enriched the communities they serve. And whereas Sherry Thurman has devoted 37 years of exemplary service to the Upper Cumberland Development District and the Upper Cumberland Human Resource Agency, leaving a lasting impact on both agencies and the Upper Cumberland region. And whereas since joining UCDD in 1989, Ms. Thurman has faithfully served in a variety of roles, providing invaluable administrative leadership and support while becoming a trusted resource to staff, board members, and community partners. And whereas admired for her professionalism, institutional knowledge, and willingness to help others, Ms. Thurman has earned the respect and appreciation of generations of employees and leaders and has exemplified the missions of UCDD and UCHRA through her dedication to public service now and there forever. Be it resolved that the Upper Cumberland Development District and Upper Cumberland Human Resource Agency hereby honor and commend Sherry Thurman for her 37 years of outstanding service and express their sincere gratitude for her many contributions to the agencies and to the citizens of the Upper Cumberland. Be it further reserved that UCDD and UCHRA extend their heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to Sherry Thurman upon her retirement and wish her continued happiness, good health, and fulfillment in the years ahead. Sherry, thank you.
I love working with you all, staff, I love everyone. And that's all I'm saying.
Just for those of you that know there's nothing that gives up, we were able to acquire, the Secretary of State produces a coffee table book for the U.S. or the state capitol. And that's a gift book there, talking about the state capitol.
All right. Next we'll move on to regional partners. I said, Boyd, we'll start with him, I see you on the front row.
Boyd Barker, Tennessee Department of Agriculture, good to be with you always. We've got a lot of work ahead of us as regional partners and outreach for the departments to meet these new mayors are going to be coming in. So we'll be leaning on a lot of y'all to kind of help us make those connections as well. But, wanted to talk a little bit about some programs that we got. Ag Enhancement, everybody is familiar with that. The application period will be the first week of October. We've got a new brochure that I want to give to when I meet people around UT Extension and the mayors about Ag Enterprise Fund and Ag Track that we talked about. This is all about value-added projects, meat processing facilities. Mayor Johnson working on one up there, and with York Institute and that type of project or grain handling facility, anything that adds value to agricultural products. Ag Enterprise, the next deadline is July the 10th, and Ag Track, the next deadline is June the 30th. So I send emails to all of you about that, but I just want to bring that to your attention again. Let me know if I can help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd. Ms. Jenny, Dr. Rose's office.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Mason. I just want to take this opportunity to introduce you to the newest member of Team Rose. Stand up. This is Weston Brown. And Weston, I have to brag on him, he was last year's FFA president for the state of Tennessee. He's 18, already quite accomplished, so we're thrilled to have him in the office. Anything you'd like to say, Weston?
Yeah, so I can tell you, I was telling Mark a little bit ago, but we get a lot of calls about how much UCDD helps out our constituents, and I know that our mayor's worked extremely hard on that. You're also on the front lines of your county, and we appreciate all that you guys do for the people that you represent and for the better good of the state of Tennessee, so thank you all.
Yes, and so he and I are ready, standing ready to take any of your questions or help with federal agencies. Give us a call. Thank you.
All right, I do see Angela from ECD.
There you go, Angela Regetko with ECD with the state. First I want to say, I see y'all started crying and I don't want to, but I'm gonna miss all our mayors that are not gonna be with us. Sean and I have been doing a lot of work in the existing industries and some of our communities and seen some growth there. So don't forget to reach out to your existing industries and see what's happening, but appreciate all the hard effort. I don't know how you guys do it. It's a lot of work, but you do it for the love of your community, and it's appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kivia from TVA is with us today.
Good morning, everyone. Happy to be here. No real reports, but if y'all have any questions related to TVA, I'm happy to fill those questions. And to all of you who are leaving us, just want to say your leadership will be missed. And hopefully, though, you all will get to relax finally away from the political world.
Next is Mr. Brian Barnhart with the workforce.
Good morning, everyone. So we're coming down to the end of our program year, and we're trying to wrap up all our grants. I'm really proud to say for our county mayors and our city mayors, we were able to expend all of our apprenticeship dollars and our incoming worker training dollars, and we touched, I think, just about every county with some of those dollars. So we were really pleased with that. I think there was one county in particular that we weren't able to get into for those dollars, but with the new grant we've got that we're partnering with UCHRA and Tennessee Tech on, we're going to start a pilot program there in that county, and that's Van Buren County. So we're really excited about that. Michael's got UCHRA registered for apprenticeships with the state. So we've got a lot of good things going on. Our Rivet program, Stacy can probably give you better updates on that, so I'm going to let her do that and get her real mad at me. But we appreciate you all, appreciate your support. We are procuring for a new service provider, so that should be coming out in the next. The proposal's already gone out, but we should have a selection on that in the next few days. So a lot of good things going on. Stacy, tell them a little bit about our Rivet program.
Hi, I'm Stacey Baxter. I'm the Business Service Director at Workforce. The Rivet program he's talking about is our virtual reality program. I have a team that brings headsets in and they do a career pathway program we've been working on, and we just got our AI approved for it, so hopefully that's going to be rolling out really quick. We are going to be touching all 14 counties. We have partnered with Empower to bring their participants in, start working with them, but it's also open to the public. I do have a few counties, so mayors, if you have somewhere that we can put our team to provide this for your counties, we would love that. Right now, my team has scheduled something out there full until August. But we're definitely looking for more opportunities to bring that in and work with everyone on. So just give me a shout if you have a place available, and we would love to set something up.
Dean Bell, do you have any updates with the tech side?
No, just to say, thanks Mark, and thanks Kelly for all your work and for working with us. It's such a great partnership. A lot of things, I've been here in the Upper Cumberland now for, I've been in West Tennessee and East Tennessee during my career. And I can tell you, I feel like Goldilocks here is just right, because of all the people that come together and work together in such a good way. And just thank you all for that, being able to work with so many of you here. And Mark, I don't know what we would have done without you. Being able, you've even got parking. We didn't have parking. but seriously, Kelly, just thank you all for everything and for really making that small business development center really work. And so many things with the SBA loans and all of that stuff means so much to our small business, really the engine of our community. So thanks for the opportunity.
I don't think so, but did Mark miss anyone? All right, we will move on. Is there any old business? Seeing none, is there any new business? Motion to adjourn. Have a motion to adjourn. Second. Motion adjourned in a second. And do we need a break, or you want to roll right into HRA before we? Good. DW said he has 3 glasses of tea, so he might have a break. He said we're good. All right, all those in favor? All right, we're adjourned. All right, we will go into the executive committee of the HRA. And we will call that meeting to order. For the last time this year, roll call, please.
Craig Mitchell, Dale Raven.
Here.
Alan Foster.
Here.
Matt Adcock. Josh Miller.
Here.
Kenny Johnson.
Here.
Jim Morgan.
Here.
Steve Jones.
Here.
Stephen Marlowe.
Here.
Lori Burnett. Here. Stephen Bilbrey.
He's here.
Sam Gibson.
Here.
Randy Porter. Debbie Holmes.
Here.
Jeff Mason.
Here.
Joey Potts.
Here.
David Sullivan.
Here.
Elisa Farmer. Terry Dale.
Here.
Kenny Robertson.
Here.
Jerry Howard. All Congress, Cisneros, Cindy Cameron Sexton.
See, I'm gonna miss the fact that you would call and speak voice to remind me of something I forgot to do. I mean, you're still sweet and nice about it, but it's always, I forgot to do that. I gotta do that this year. I'm sorry. I appreciate that, and we will miss you. At this time, if we have anybody signed up for public comment, is there anyone like to render public comment before we move on? All right, seeing none, item number 4 is the approval of the consent agenda. You have that before you.
Do we need reports from our before we?
Well, I was going to say that, action item. Yeah, is that don't say that, there, correct? Okay. Motion to approve. Now, motion and second, by Mayor Foster, to approve the consent agenda. Any questions, discussions, or corrections? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? It is approved. Number 5 is our financial report from Ms. Ginger.
Very well, tablets and some short. This is also through April 30th for UCHRA. We had revenues of a little over $25.5 million. We had total expenditures of a little over $26.2 million. We had matching and program revenues of $391,000. Non-grant related expenditures of $53,610. Our revenue over expenditures was $337, and our total match requirement was $686,000. So we had an unrestricted revenue balance at the end of the month of $35,332. Part of that program match comes from our transportation program, which is restricted specifically for that program. So, does anybody have any questions?
Motion approved. Second, I have a motion and a second to approve financial report. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you, Ms. Jim. All right, we'll move on to item number 6, is the Evansville County Head Start report. I'll turn it over to the director.
Not a lot in the report from the Head Start operation. You just have your monthly financial reports, so the budgets, the monthly activity report, and the credit card report. No other contracts or anything to approve, and no review report, so we just need a motion to approve that.
Motion. Larry Sullivan, have a second?
Second.
Second, Mary Dell Reagan. Have a motion and a second to approve that report. Any questions or discussions? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, approved. Next is our CSBG update, Ms. Lynette.
Good morning, everyone. Before I get to my update on the dashboards, behind your agenda, you're going to see a conflict of interest form. If you will just take a moment to sign that and leave it at your desk, this is a requirement for the Community Services Block Grant that each year we have you sign a new conflict of interest. So I appreciate that.
Even if you're going out of office.
Even if you're going out of office, because they'll be looking at your back. And so I would hate to have to come chase you down as a personal resident to get this conflict of interest. So I think Sherry and I worked well, tag teaming everyone to try to get these appropriate forms. So in the packet of information we sent out dashboards focusing on February through April, and then you have the physical copy of the main dashboard in front of you. I didn't get that finished until a little after hours last night. But I wanted to show that to you because we really need your help. As you know, the LIHEAP program, there's a large change to that program, and you have to apply online this year. So our numbers are not where they need to be. We know that there are still folks out there that need assistance with LIHEAP, and they're not being able to get through on the computer and complete that application. I put an extra flyer with that. We want folks to come to our office. Even though you have to apply online, we can walk you through those steps. You have to have an email address to apply. We can help you get set up with that. What we've started doing, we've upped our outreach right now in the counties. We're trying to partner with summer feeding and all the school nutrition to hand out flyers at their events. So if you're aware in your county right now with schools being out or where we can reach out to folks to hopefully get this flyer, get this information in their hands, feel free to make this on your social media for the county, your personal social media. Just help us spread the word. Some of the comments that I heard were folks thinking that it had to be online without our assistance. So we're now changing the verbiage that we're putting out on social media, just trying to make sure that folks realize they can come to our office and we can help them. We don't want people to get their lights shut off. We know that, it's starting to heat up here in the Upper Cumberland, so we want folks to be able to run those air conditioning units as they need them. So please help us. Just direct folks to our local county offices. The flyer, I've listed the information that folks need to bring. So we're really hoping to help more people with the LIHEAP program. We didn't get our contract till late, so we didn't start really being able to serve folks until February. So we're setting a little bit lower than we would like to be, so please, if you can help us out, would appreciate that. So our dashboards are just the same. I always try to measure the same data from October through September, and then starting October 1st, I'll look at our measurements to see if we need to change. So I think everything else is going good in our county offices. As always, if you have folks in your county that need help with anything and you don't know where to turn, send them to our county offices and let us try to work through with them and try to get them where they need to go. Does anybody have any questions for me? All right, thank you, and for the mayor's going out, it's been a pleasure and a privilege to work with you, and I will miss you.
I take a motion to approve Mr. Linnell's report.
So moved.
Second. A motion and a second. Any questions or discussions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, it's done. All right, now, action items. I'll turn it over to Mark, we're going to talk this time. Pass.
Well, I won't go through the strategic plan in detail like we did before, but I will mention one change on the Human Resource Agency side. You know, going on 4 years ago, we received one of the large Tennessee Opportunity Act pilot grants that was a very substantial $25 million partnership with Tennessee Tech, with Cooper Regional Health, and a number of different parts, workforce development. We've had a whole collaboration working on that for the last almost 4 years. That is starting to wind down, that grant contract. We do have some sustainable funding, but it's not near what it was in the past. One thing we're doing as an agency is trying to take the best practices where we've worked with these 900 families over the last 4 years and move that into our county offices. So some of your county coordinators, they may call you and say, man, they're trying to make us work more. Sheila, you would never, would Sheila leave? She would never do that.
She'd get back to work.
She'd get back to work. And worker too hard. But what we're trying to do is move our county offices from being reactive, where people come in and say, I need money, I need help, I have this going on. They're still going to do that, but we're trying to move it to be more proactive, where they're working with the young working family, trying to implement some of the best practices we've learned, and hopefully not get them to be in the point where they've been in the past. So hopefully we can get them headed on the right track. So that is one change that we're doing on HRA side. The other thing I wanted to mention, we do have a resolution 26.6.1. I wanted to explain that. This is one we need to go ahead and take some action. Obviously, our treasurer, Denny Wayne Robinson, will be no longer in office in August, or at the end of August. I guess September 1st is when the next term takes over. We need to do some bank account information or changes to that, and we're going to clean up just a couple things. We reached out to Mayor Lori Burnett from the city of Livingston to see if she would fill his unexpired
I
term.
didn't get to talk to you before the meeting, but would you service the treasurer?
I did that for you.
I think this is twice he's done this to me, but Mark did it for you, so.
And the reason why, a small number, we try to do this, because we deal with one bank, and we try and have somebody that's a treasurer that has a one bank branch in their city or their county. That way, any banking, they can do it in their local branch, and then have to come to Cookville. So she's agreed to do that. When we change that, we still have Steve Jones, we still have Greg Wilson. We found out on their check signing, so we've got to take, that's 4 years late right there. So we're gonna take him off, and then Ricky Shelton was on there as well. So we're gonna take those 4 names off, add Mayor Burnett and Mayor Mason, and then also I'm on there as well. So, and then we've got 3 little accounts that we just need to close out and roll it into our general fund. And that was one, we no longer do the Greyhound program, so that there was a flex spending that has just a very small amount and a flower fund. We're going to wipe those out. So that's what resolution 26.6.1, if we pass it, we'll be able to go ahead and start the process and get that taken care of at the banking level.
Make a motion.
Also, motion and second for that resolution and the strategic plan and the performance evaluations. I will say, you did receive the performance evaluations. Thank you to the members that served on that committee. Thank you to Mark and Junior for doing it. They all got high marks, and thank y'all for the job you do for this organization, for both organizations. We thank you immensely for that. So,
You did it separate, the banking part, you did it separate.
It doesn't matter, whatever you want.
you know, just running over.
We're just going to do a roll call for all of it.
Yeah, we'll do a roll call for all those. All right, so your motion is to group and approve items A, B, and C. All right, do you have a second?
Yeah.
Second. All right, Alan Foster, all right, I have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussions on any of these? Seeing none, roll call, please, Ms. Sherry.
Dale Reagan.
Yes.
Alan Foster.
Yes.
Josh Miller.
Yes.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yes.
Jim Morgan.
Yes.
Steve Jones.
Yes.
Stephen Barlow.
Yes.
Laura Burnett.
Yes.
Stephen Milbury.
Yes.
Sam Gibson.
Yes.
Danny Holmes.
Yes.
Jeff Mason.
Yes.
John Potts.
Yes.
David Sullivan.
Oh, yes.
Terry Bell.
Yes.
And Benny Roberts.
All right, thank you, that's approved. Item number 9, executive director report.
Go ahead to the dashboard, we'll hit those right quick. For this reporting period, we want to highlight these 4 metrics from our community intervention program. We did have a day reporting center graduation. We were able to graduate 18 out of that program. That means they've gone through over a year's amount of time in intensive outpatient training and assistance through to get over their substance abuse issues. We had a great day that day in graduating those individuals. Our Empower Upper Cumberland is probably the last report we do on Empower, breaking it out. But one of our final numbers we're proud of, the annual average salary increase for those families is 31.44%. Community services, like we're talking about LIHEAP, we've assisted 1,105 families, totaling $493,000. And Upper Cumberland Public Transportation provided 3,547 employment trips. And I think we're starting to see maybe about a third of our trips are taking people to and from work, which is a great thing there, because there's a lot of people that need that assistance. I'm going to say thank you for all the board members that's going off. This isn't a sad going away. I was telling the group earlier, I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of mayors over the years. They come and go as life happens. I have never met a mayor that 6 months after they either got beat or left office said that wasn't the best thing that ever happened. So I jokingly said today's sort of a celebration in some ways. You may not like the way it happened, but it gets you back to normal life. On the county mayor side, there's 94 other people in the state of Tennessee that knows what you do. That's a small circle. On the city mayor, Mayor Miller, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Who knows this? I want to say there's, how many do we say? 300 and...
345.
What?
I think 345.
345 cities
Yeah.
in the state of Tennessee. That's still, for the city mayors, that's a small pool of individuals that know and understand the pressure and the day-to-day obligations that you take on when you become a mayor. Thank you. You have been a pleasure to serve with. We've seen our region improve the last 4 years, the last 8 years. It has gotten so much better. And we'll see what the next group comes in. It may change, the region may change, but that's okay. We live out the votes of the people, and that's the way our democracy is designed. So, and I want to just say thank you for each and every one of you for serving. And my motto has always been, once the mayor, always the mayor. So you're always going to be called mayor for me. Mayor Miller, you're always going to be called Mayor Miller because you've earned that title. And just because you no longer serve in the office, our agencies are here for you. So if you ever have a need, anything come up, a constituent, because I'm going to tell you, that's what I've learned. Constituents are still going to reach out and say, I need help. And know that you can say, call Mark Farley, and I hope you trust that that will be taken care of. So, thank you.
Make a joke about being less county mayor to more than sorry, it would be nice. Make a joke, it would be nice.
She'll have to stick the hands on.
That's right. That's right. All right. Is there any old business? Any new business? Make a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn, Steve. Al Foster. All those in favor? Aye.